Benjamin Hooks said, "If you think you are leading and turn around to see no one following, then you are just taking a walk." There may be times as a small group leader that you turn around and see that none of your kids are listening or behaving or doing what you told them to do. So how do you motivate kids to get engaged and learn the cool things that you'll be teaching them in small group that day? In this video training, we're going to be looking at some tips on how to do just that. So what motivates children? Well, one is curiosity. Now in this box, I have something round that weighs less than a pound and has never been seen before. Curious? The kids on your small group would be too. Try using curiosity to introduce the next activity and pique the kids' interest. And if you think I'm going to show you what's in the box, okay, fine, it's an orange. Peel this orange and you'll see what no human eyes have ever seen before. Another one is recognition. Children love to please. A lot of times children will work harder for your praise than they will for a prize or certificate. So be sure to praise them a lot for participation and good behavior. A third one is competition. Why do children love games so much? Because they love to win. Give children on your small group opportunities to win by beating their last time record, saying the Bible verse, or by answering the most review questions correctly. But all those things I just told you, curiosity, recognition, competition, those are all just tools. When you boil it all down, what really motivates children is relationships. When you as a team leader go out of your way to build relationships with the kids on your team, you are creating a bond that makes them want to follow you and hear what you have to say. In other words, it gives you credibility. Now, is it tough to build relationships with kids in such a short amount of time? Sure it is. But is it possible? Absolutely, and here are a couple of tips. First, be sure to pray for the kids on your team. The prayers that you pray now, even before you meet them, while you're working with them, and after you've said goodbye, have the potential to make a difference in their lives way beyond your teaching ever will. Why? Because we're in a spiritual battle. So start praying now for the kids who will be on your team. Second, get to know the kids that you're working with. Try to greet each one of them as he or she arrives, and maybe even ask them a question like, "What was the best thing that happened to you this week?" Or you could pick a question of the day, such as, "How many brothers and sisters do you have?" or "What do you want to be when you grow up?" and ask each of the children on your group the same question that day. A lot of times in small group, it's easy to only ask questions about the lesson and never actually get to know the children by asking questions about them. Try to think through these questions ahead of time or check out the list of questions coming with this video training. You can use these questions one-on-one or during get-to-know-you games that you play as a group. Another way that you can get to know the children on your team is by asking them how you can pray for them. You can even give the children slips of paper to write down their prayer requests and put in a special box for you to read later. A lot of times these prayer requests will give you insight into what the child is really going through and know how to pray for them better. Just as a note though, if you tell the children that you're going to be praying for them, be sure that you do. Last, look for every way possible to serve these children. Whether it's helping to tie a kid's shoe, or taking a walk with somebody who has too much energy, or sitting next to a kid who's crying because he misses his mom. Remember that in small group, our ultimate goal is not just to teach these children information. As leaders, it's our job to be the example and show these kids the love of Christ. So right now I want to challenge you to take a piece of paper and write down small group. Put it somewhere visible and pray for the children you'll be working with every time you see it. And get ready for the cool things that God is going to do.